Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today, Jackson and I, we unrolled the bale of hay for the bulls, and it's wet out here. It rained all day yesterday, and it's just mucky. And this is the time of year when you just thank goodness you've got some Kentucky 31 fescue to feed on. We haven't fed any hay for these bulls for a long time, but we brought 22 more bulls in here, the yearlings, and so we're gonna have 63. There's 63 head here now, and we've got, I don't know, maybe, well, the way we're gonna ration it out, we're hoping to get another, about 14 moves out of this that we haven't grazed yet. So the way we're stretching it is yesterday, because it was raining, we just gave them stockpile. Today it's not raining, it's wet out here, but we've got good sod to feed on, and so we're unrolling hay on what we fed yesterday for stockpile. And I tell you what, folks, you get off the road out of the vehicle, you'll bury your vehicle out here in the sod. It's just it's mucky. It's a clay, and people don't understand Rucker clay until they get out in it, and then they get stuck. But we're going to be grazing all this off, and then when we get done, we're going to come back and get these things. This is Doug and Joanna's farm, and it's got a bunch of them on there. The previous landowner, he brush hogged them, kept them from getting 20 foot tall, but he didn't kill them, he just made them mad. When you brush hog honey locusts, they do that. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 trees coming out of that stump now. So we'll lop that off with our electric chainsaw. Then we paint the stumps with a crossbow and diesel fuel mixture. It's 1 quart of crossbow to 5 gallon of red diesel. Mix that up real good, and then just use a mixture of that to paint the stump. And ideally within, a couple hours of cutting it, it's best to paint it immediately. Otherwise you're not going to kill it. See, these cattle are spread out. Bulls. They're spread all the way down this hill, clear over that hill. And so they're on, it's probably 100 yards. That bale went down the hill, turned around, and I came back by unrolling it backwards. And it's funny, well, it wasn't funny. Jackson and I came over the morning, it was cold, and we just wanted to get a bale. We grabbed one. It's the first one we fed for over a month, and we put it on that hill. As soon as we took off with it, I'm thinking I'm gonna go down that hill, I'll turn around, I'll go back up, make a nice long windrow with it, and doing the cat method. So we're unrolling the bale backwards, that way it should be. So you get a long windrow out of it. Guess what? I made it about 150 feet, and that bale was gone. Jackson and I both just forgot. We just backed up to the bale, hooked onto it. We didn't look at the direction that it was bale. So we had a lot of work spreading that bale out, because it was at least 6 to 8 inches thick. And the fact that we spread it out, you can't even tell where we fed it hardly. We can see a dark spot there, but that's about it. But we have really got some good stockpile here in front of us. And the reason we didn't cut these thorns yet is I didn't want to be driving all over our stockpile with a trailer and four-wheelers stomping down our quality stockpile. So we're gonna get them. There's another one of them boogers. We'll get them. There's another one that'll absolutely take your farm over. Conservation Department planted those back in the 50s. That's a multifer rose bush. Oh, and it's got a honey locust. It's got 2 honey locusts growing in amongst it. So it's gonna give you the double whammy. But those, you cut them and you paint them, they're done. If you don't paint them, you just do it again the rest of your life, every year. They just keep coming back. They got such a root system on them, you're not gonna kill them just by cutting them. There's another one. I mean, those things, they get with it. Now on some farms where we don't have any shade, I'm saving some of those at the permission of the landowner. Some landowners absolutely do not want those as shade trees, and I understand that. And there's one thing about leasing land, and I'll share that with you, leasing land and landowner relations, and that is, the landowner's always right. Whatever he wants to do, that's what you should do. And later on, when he trusts you more, and you want to throw some of your thoughts at him or whatever, maybe you can do that. But starting out, nope. Whatever they want to do, that's what you should do. They're the ones that own the land. The wind is coming up now, so it's going to get a little choppy out here, but I wanted to show you. See, there's still some stockpile left in here. It's went through the whole winter now. We're in March 10th, and the green is starting to come. It's the fescue is starting to oxidize pretty good, and it's going down in quality. They're still eating it, and as you can tell, they certainly aren't starving. This is only the second bale they've had since January, somewhere in there. I mean, we got on the back of this farm, and oh gosh, it was some good stockpile. We just grazed and grazed and grazed and grazed and moved wires and moved wires and moved wires, and the animals did really well. But you can tell, you know, the spring is coming. I'm not gonna walk over that hill over there because I'll get into some wind, but there's 4 or 5 inches of green over there. New stuff already coming up. And I told Jackson a while ago, we're not gonna start grazing until, we'd like to give that up to 8 to 10 inches. And we're supposed to get some freezing temperatures. It's supposed to get down to like 20, 27, 28 degrees tonight. That's gonna set the grass back just a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Jackson's parents came in for a visit, and I want to get done so Jackson can go spend some time with his parents and show them around, and I think they're gonna do chores with us tonight. And it was awful nice meeting them, just great folks from Kansas. And after meeting his parents, I could see why Jackson's the way he is. He's just a well-rounded, young, super young man that's been raised with great morals. He's polite. He's just got the right attitude about life. And kudos to Jackson's parents for raising a great young man. And we're so happy and proud to have him here as part of Green Pastures Farm. He's really worked in nice. The boys all get along great with him. And it's because Jackson's a good fella and he's got a good head on his shoulders. That's a great attribute. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. One last plug. I did post those 500 bred cows. They're down in McAllen, Texas. They are half South Pole. Their sires would be our South Pole bulls. And the rancher bought, well, in 2 years time, he bought 30 bulls from us, and he put them on around 2,000 cows. And these are 50% Beefmaster Angus cross with South Pole. And I got some pictures on our website of the heifers that these cows are kicking out. These are 5-year-old cows. They're all gonna be preg tested. And I got them for sale. Email me if you're interested on our website. You can go to greenpasturesfarm.net and fire me an email. You can find out the particulars. But I'm telling you what, folks, you can take this set of cattle. Most of them are red. A few of them have horns. And we're going to probably end up taking the horns off of those that people request they don't want any horns. But 70% of them or so are polled. They don't have horns. You can take this set of cattle, put a South Pole bull on them, and you're already at 3/4. And they're bred, right now they're bred back to our Judy South Pole bulls. So those calves coming out of these cows are gonna be 3/4. If you keep the heifers out of that cross, keep your best heifers and breed those back, now you're up to 7/8. And you're pretty much South Pole. So yeah, I mean, it's a heck of a deal. I guarantee you this much, they're a lot more economical than trying to buy a pure blood South Pole. And you'll have some money left in your wallet when you get your cow herd started. And nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I'm going to get out here. Everyone have a good one. And we'll see you down the road next time. And hit the subscribe button all that if you would. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.